Welcome back to One Piece Anime Re-Review, episode number 61. This will be only 3 episodes because I really want to get to the Rise of Hero. So, we're discussing episodes 787 to 789. Yes, and there's new characters making these episodes, at least 1, 2, 3, 4... about 5 more. Yep, 5 more. Let's start with basically Sanji's other brothers. Yes, he has 2 brothers who are older than he is. Well, basically he was more like the triplets. Now, the elder sibling, the oldest of the 4 sons, his name is Ichi. He is voiced by Howard Wong. Yes, that is who voices him in this one. He first pops up in episode 788. 87, excuse me. And there's also Neji. He is voiced by the awesome Austin Tindall. Great to hear his voice again. Yeah, they first show up toward the end of episode 787, where they go to an island that's connected to Doflamingo, where they pretty much end the war pretty quickly, and they say they do it in 4 hours, and that's a little longer expected. So, they have to go get to their brothers' wedding. Of course, they're paid. Of course, everybody thanks them for end of the war. The people who they fought against, basically, they thought they killed the family, even though they probably don't think you really do, and they just want to end this war quickly. So, they wrap up, and that's the last to see of them. They're here very briefly, and that's it. Sanji is briefly seen here with Vito on the Gemma 66. I believe it's the main ship, where he's there, doesn't talk to anybody, aside from Vito. And that's the last see of Sanji, very brief, come and go, that's it. In the case of Luffy, we first see him basically pick up the last time where he's at Pudding's house. And this is when they reveals that she is Pudding, and the fact she is Sanji's fiance. Of course, everybody's shocked by the fact. And she does want, she basically knows Big Mom is her mom, but she apparently is afraid of her. She doesn't really like her very much. So she agrees to help them because, well, she's engaged to Sanji. And of course, their arrangement is to basically meet at the shoreline at the main Whole Cake Island. And also she explains that even though she's the 34th daughter, there are actually 39 girls. And overall, Big Mom had, get this, 85 kids! Along with probably dozens of grandkids. My gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and here's the thing about Big Mom's kids. The fact that the reason why her family is so huge, aside from the fact she's got nearly 90 offspring, is because she also wants to expand her humongous pirate crew via marriage to tea parties. Yep, and by the way, the children have no say in the matter at all. Big Mom wants something, she just pawns off one of her children in order to basically get to it. And by the way, a good small chunk of the only known people of Big Mom's kids who are in fact happily married. Well, there's Clifton, obviously, and of course she's a mom. There is one member of Jinbei's crew who does briefly appear. We don't see her yet, but we do get a chance to see his beautiful wife, damn. Man, you guys, despite the fact it's clearly a hammerhead mermaid, damn, you got a smoking hot wife, man. And I can't wait to see her English dub actress, whoever it is. Yep. So, some of them do, and of course some of them got their own kids. Basically, it makes Big Mom a grandmother. Which the grandkids do show later for 1 episode, and that's it. Yeah, so I've explained everything. In fact, she agrees to help him basically get Sanji back. She basically arranges a map. Yes, a map that go from Cocoa Island, go straight to Whole Cake. And they have to pass by these 4 islands. Jelly Island, Biscuit, Nuts, and then get the Whole Cake. They went to the Jelly Island, turn right, almost like a zigzag pattern. Along the way, they basically come across multicolored seas. Because according to Pedro, there actually is some juice dumped in here. Yes, juice. Yes, juice is dumped in the ocean here. And at one point, there's actually an area where it's the multi-juice cart, which has these fish, that are pretty much fruit. Yes, the fruit fish, which are, get this, watermelon, orange, and a peach. I am not kidding about that. And Luffy brings one on board. He attempts to eat Luffy because basically it's alive. And Luffy just breaks it in half, and then they slice it up. And of course, you have Luffy eating the watermelon, you have Chopper eating the peach, and you have Carrot eating an orange. Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, Brooks like, oh wait, say that for me, man. And of course, Nami's like, pass. Of course, Page does reveal he actually has been to the whole island before, so they'll explain a little bit later the reason why for that, and why he has a big character mode toward the end of this arc. So, yeah, they're at sea, and that's the last see of them. Meanwhile, though, on Whole Cake Island, Big Mom is on a rampage. You're probably thinking, why the heck is Big Mom on a rampage? It's one of her hunger plunges. It's simply her throwing temper tantrum because she can't get the food she wants. She's like, there's a sweet she really wants, and she's like, yeah, I got food. Yeah, that's basically how she is. And she's like completely, like, she lost all sense of control. She pretty much doesn't recognize anybody except pretty much eating food. Heck, even sucking the life force out of one of her own children. Which, by the way, we have several Big Mom's kids make a debut in these episodes. First of which, we have a guy by the name of Charlotte Opera, who is voiced by Justin Tukin, who is pretty much a man made of whipped cream. And I'm thinking, really? Big Mom was married. Yeah, basically, it was also revealed by Pudding that she was married to 43 guys. So one of them must have been a whipped cream man. I'm like, really? Big Mom married a whipped cream man? Apparently, and he's a minister of whipped cream. Yes, seriously. And there's also Charlotte Montenor. Yes, a good-looking character, despite having a big of a shock. He basically is, well, he's only 38. Charlotte Opera is 46. Okay? Now, in the case of Montenor, who is basically kind of like a communications guy, he's the minister of cheese, and he's voiced by Cody Salvin. He was doing that bad of a job for his debut. And there was the beautiful Charlotte Galati. Pretty much kind of like a devilish woman, but man, this woman's hot. And here's a little fun fact for you. She's the same age as Boa Hancock, 31. Yep, 31 years of age. Yep. Moscato, who was the one who basically affected by Big Mom during Rampage, he's the minister of Gatslo. Oh, and as for Katsuki, she's Minister of Butter. Yes, seriously, that is her title. The Minister of Butter. Yes, pretty much all of the ministers are basically food products. Yes, seriously. Gatsu, basically, he's, well, Ice, obviously. He is voiced by Brad Coots, who doesn't do that bad of a job voicing the guy. And he's 40. Yeah. And there's no denying of the big name of Big Mom's daughters. A lot of them basically seen so far are very beautiful women. Even though one is 46, she is smoking hot. Oh my gosh, it's like so good, like good looking women. Yeah. So basically the reason Big Mom is the Rampage, they basically had this happen toward the end of episode 788, and a lot of 789 basically is dedicated to this. Basically, she wants this cream puff stuff. She wants it so badly. Like, he's like, bleh, that's not what I want. Bleh. And it's like this the whole time. She basically eats random things and spits them because it's not what she wants. And eventually we see somebody surfing on a whale shark. It's Jinbei. Yep, making his first appearance since the Fishman Island arc. Yes. So he rides in on his whale shark. I think this is the first time he's run a whale shark since post-war. I think that was the last time I could think of he rode on one of these things. And he's back to his outfit he was wearing just prior to the task of the yellow outfit. Yes. And I'm glad the fact that they brought back Jinbei's voice actor. Mm-hmm. Yep. It is awesome the fact they brought him back. Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see if I can find him. Because he pops up in 789. Because, like, if you're watching just the anime, like, English is like, wait, Jinbei's here. Like, Jinbei. Wow. Who would have thunk Jinbei basically show up here? Oh, and the guy who voices Jinbei is a guy by the name of Daniel Blue, who does, in my opinion, a really good job. Oh yes, definitely. He does an excellent job voicing the character. And I think it's great that Funimation brought him back to do Jinbei. I mean, he did a great job so far. Keep it, this guy has been around since the Impel Down arc. That was the first time he actually made a physical appearance in the series. Yeah. That was back in episode 430 during Impel Down. Yes, during the infamous, I think it was almost like very start of the Impel Down arc. That was pretty much in a way the first time he actually showed up in the series. And that episode first aired back in 2009. And it's been 14 years since his anime debut. He's actually currently in the current arc right now. They actually brought him back in the recent episodes, like in the last 20, 30 episodes. And it's great to see him. He plays a big role in this arc. And this basically is a good turning point for him. And plus, we get a chance to see his son Pirates. Well, the current version, anyways, who basically first mentioned. I believe they first brought it up during the Amazon Lily arc. That was the first time they brought it up. Anyways, the name, anyways. The first time we saw the symbol was way back in Arlon Park. And then finally, they kind of were showing a flashback for Fishman Island. And this arc, will finally get a chance to see the actual Fishman Palace themselves. And after he gets Big Mom the cream puff thing, it's like, thank you, Jinbei. I was thanking for the rope poneglyph. Yes, that's something that does play a role a little bit later on. And basically, he's like, why are you here? I'm here to talk to you about something. If you have like, okay, call me. Straight to Whole Cake Chateau. This is before it was knocked down later on in the story arc during the infamous wedding. I know kind of spoiler happens a little bit later, but I reviewed this stuff 5 years ago. But I can spoil it. I can spoil some stuff because the arc itself was came out the start of this was about 4 or 5 years ago. And it concluded 3 years ago. This arc went on for that long. I'm not kidding. It seriously did. Yes, this arc basically was going at the time when I caught up with the series 5 years ago. Yeah. But overall, 3 really good episodes. Basically, one leads with the other, which is basically a grip of One Piece. Sometimes it may not always happen, but it's great. And if you're curious, though, this is the guy who directs this arc. Did he direct the one arc? No, it's a completely different person. No, I'm not kidding. It's a completely different person. Yes, I did point this out, though, to Lucy Christian, who basically, when I met her at Comic-Con a few months ago, was at Make Her in Orlando last year when I met her. When I told her that the guy who directs the current arc actually directed one of the One Piece films. It wasn't Gold. I think it was either Strong World or Z, one of those two the guy directed. And this is the guy who's the current director of this arc. And she seemed very interested in it. Yeah, she actually seemed pretty appreciative of the fact I brought that up to her. Because I'm sure she's probably going to pass along Marvin Frawley, who probably may or may not know about it. But yeah, might mention a really good movie to her, which is awesome. Yep. And if you're curious, though, does Nami do anything? Not really. She does the normal stuff she knows with this anyways. Yeah. But also, I forgot to mention this. That Nami wears an outfit. Her outfit she makes at the start of this thing. She wears this outfit for a good portion of this arc. I would say up until the very end, she wears this very outfit. Where basically, it shows some cleavage. It's more of the best way to describe it reminds me of an outfit the Dutch would wear from Holland. That's basically the best way to describe her outfit. Luffy basically wears something like a little turret on top of her head. Yeah, him, Pedro, and Brooke basically wear this on top of their head. Not really sure why, but it could be because some of the men in Whole Cake in the entire island would basically wear this stuff. Yeah, that's just my purse there anyways, but yeah. Really good stuff here. And I can't wait to discuss the last 5 episodes of these stuff. Yeah. I, of course, have not heard anything of, in fact, when in the world they're going to, well, release any more like dub episodes. Yeah. Like, it could be sometime next month. It's possible. But we have to wait and see exactly when in the world we're going to get the next dub episode gets released. Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's going to be pretty much it for the Circle of You. Now, I'm still hoping to get the rest of it here, so I'm going to try to get through these next two comic cores pretty quickly. Okay? Next video. Bye.